So hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Hacky. Today, no face cam, and the reason is because I have no idea what happened, but the live commentary didn't record. So I was sitting there and you see me talking, but there's no live commentary, I don't know what happened basically. So here we are today for the Sentinel Classic Widebody. This is a car, I think, and I'm pretty sure this is the last car that is going to be released. That's part of the Criminal Enterprises DLC, if I remember correctly. And this is the last one, the Sentinel Classic Widebody, and it's an absolute cool car. The standard version is cool, but the Widebody, I think, is a promising car. This could be up there with the Obi we are currently looking at, you know? The Obi 10F Widebody and the normal regular Obi, they are like very cool cars. The Reinhardt is also there, the recently released Reinhardt. The Sentinel could possibly also be in the same league, you know. This is a car I've been waiting for a long time, and we're gonna see how it looks, because I'm having very high expectations of this car. I'm looking forward to do this. As always, we're gonna first start off with the customization options, and for that we're gonna drive to Benny's, and after the customization options we're gonna do a walk around, and then it's time for, you know, the most important part of these videos. A lap around a test track that's more famous than the Nürburgring. The Hacky test track. And see how fast it is. But first of all, we're gonna head to Benny's and see what we can do with this baby. So here we are at Benny's garage, and first of all we have to buy this upgrade. $700,000. It's a bit expensive, you know, but doesn't matter. We buy it just for the fun. And of course I'm gonna do the regular stuff, armor and the brakes. And we've got some options for bumpers. I will briefly scroll through them so you can see what the options are if you haven't seen it yet. There's 16 in total. And I went for the racer bumper, which I thought looked the best. And now it's time for the rear bumpers. There's also some options. This is one of the few cars that has only good options. All the rear and front bumpers were actually pretty nice, and hard choices to make here today. But eventually I went for the attack bumper. And then we have some engine customizabilities. We've got valve covers, engine covers, strut braces, intercoolers, air filters. All besides the engine tunes, but there's nothing really spectacular going on in here. I've seen these before, I believe they are pretty common, so there was nothing really special here. I believe all the cars you can customize inside Benny's do have these options. So this is how the engine looked at the end. I'm not going through all the options, but I'm pretty sure you have seen them all. And of course, as always, everything is overpriced, so yeah, beware of that. Then we have the exhausts. There's 12 options. I will scroll through them, but eventually I chose the Slash exhausts. The fenders were pretty disappointing. No different fenders. You can only choose between primary, secondary and carbon ones. Headlights, there's a few options here. Apparently you can choose the color of your headlight glass, but I didn't really see anything happening, so I wouldn't really waste money on this. There's no difference between them. No, just in case I went for the yellow ones, just to get that classic car vibe. For the grills, again, 12 options. I will go through them very briefly. This looks like a Lancia, by the way, the split MK2. I went for the carbon GT grill. Then we have the hood. We have hood catches, and we just have a regular hood. The catches are also nothing special, so I just went for the gold ones. For the hoods, again, 20 options, which is pretty much. We have transparent, we have some crazy stuff. I went for a little bit normal one, the XS. Interior is actually, again, nothing special. You've probably seen this before on more cars. I went for a racy interior. Also, I did a custom steering wheel. And for the dial light I chose the red light, which is common in older BMWs. It's actually a very nice color red. To finish the interior I went for the race cage without pads. Then we can choose some louvers on the rear window, and this car gives me the GTA 4 vibe. And I absolutely love these, man, all of them. So it was our choice to make again. But eventually I went for the GT ones. And then of course it was time for the custom crew call. And look at this car, how beautiful this red is. Then there's a few things you can do to the roof of the car. The same is for the skirts. There is a lot of possibilities here. Again, a lot of options, and they are all pretty good actually, so doesn't really matter, it's all looking good. You can also slap its sun strip on the car. There's secondary color, primary color and carbon one. And then we go to the spoilers, and there's an absolutely banger of spoilers available for this car. Look at the attack spoiler, man. Oh my god, look at this. It's so cool, man. It's an ugly spoiler, but it just looks good on this car. For suspension, you can only go as low as street suspension. Normally there's like race suspension or something, but this car can only go 2 stances low. And for the wheel set, I wanted to go for Giga Mesh. They looked absolutely great on the car. Look at this. This looks so good on this car. But you have to be level 95 in the LS car meet. And I'm not level 95, as you can see. I haven't unlocked these rims, but they look so good. So I had to find a replacement, and I couldn't really find a nice replacement. So I went for some white stove stops with the red Fukaru tires. So during the editing of this video, I realized 2 things. First of all, these wheels look absolutely horrendous on this car. I don't know what happened in my head when I decided to stick with these wheels. Secondly, as always, I forgot the livery. So here we go. I had to go back into Benny's and show you all the liveries. And to be honest, there's some cool race liveries in this selection. So if I knew this before, if I didn't forget it, I would stick one of these on the car for this video. Now we come to the part of the video you've all been waiting for. How fast can this Sentinel classic widebody lap the hacky test track? We're gonna find out, and I'm gonna stop talking so you can enjoy the sound of this car, because the sound of this car is pretty good actually. So that was the lap, but how fast was this car exactly? Well, it's a 1:11.84, which is okay. It's still faster than the first 2 cars. We tested the Ricer, Kanjo and the Postlude, but it's one of the slowest cars we've had on the track till now. We only have 9 cars, but there is more cars coming, I promise that. But for now, it's the end of the episode. It's a bit of a short video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and bye.